Hey guys, welcome back to Programming Made Easy. So in this tutorial going further, we would be understanding about life cycle hooks. So this is a very important topic as per your Lightning Web Component series, because before moving over to some complex topics like your publisher subscriber model, we would be understanding about life cycle hooks, because without life cycle hooks we won't be we won't be getting a deep overview of how the things are working. Okay, so basically, what do you mean by a life cycle? So life cycle is a process from a starting journey to a end result, and between that, the possible pathways that are coming are your hooks. So if you can say is that means a life cycle hook. So moving further, what all comes in a life cycle hook is, first of all, is your constructor. So all the Java background people, I know that you all are getting aware that what is a constructor. So for those for the others, so basically constructor is used to initialize the state of object, if we say in terms of a programmatical view. And in this life cycle hook, it is called when the component is created. Obviously it is called when a component is created, and we are aware that constructors are of two types: default one and the parameterized one. And this hook flows from your parent to child, and what that means is, parent to child is, first your parent component gets loaded, thereafter it calls your child component. Okay, and you cannot access the child because they are not existing yet. So that is the meaning of your constructor in your Lightning Web Components. So as per the basic point of view, things to remember is that when it is called when a component is created and it is fired from a parent to child. Simple. Moving further, connected callback. What does this mean is, see, the connected callback lifecycle hook fires when a component is inserted into the DOM. So DOM is your document object model. So whenever a component is called, or when a component is inserted into the DOM, it is called thereafter. Okay, so what that means is that it can fire one or many times, because it is not that key we only insert a component once. We could have removed that component, or elsewhere we could have inserted that component once or twice. So that means it could fire more than one time. Okay, and for example, if you remove an element, then you insert it again into some another position. So that is the meaning of your connected callback, that it gets fired two times. Rendered callback. And now what that rendered callback means? This get called when the component is rendered. Basically when all the elements of a component are inserted. What does that mean? See guys, and read this line very carefully, that when all the elements of the component are inserted. So what it means is, the execution of a rendered callback is different from our constructor and connected callback. Why? Because it flows from your child to parent, meaning that every child that is associated to a parent gets loaded up first, thereafter your parent gets loaded up. Understood? So this is the meaning of your rendered callback. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. And one thing more that I would like to say is that these are very important. So it is better if you keep a note of these things, because in the further videos we would be making a lot use of these callbacks. That's why I'm focusing time and again. Else while I could have said that key you should read all these things from the net, because I find that these things are to be explained, then only people tend to understand more and in a better way. So comment if you like something about this video. Moving further is your disconnected callback. So what is the meaning of a disconnected? Disconnected means simple meaning. See, sometimes you should or sometimes, or what you can do is, many a times you could relate your things with your coding. See, what does you mean by disconnect? Disconnect means to stop that particular service. Same is the case with your code. It is called when a component is removed from the document that is a DOM. Okay, we are removing a component, so at that time disconnected callback is fired. This hook flows from your parent to child, normal flow, nothing that is very specific. And why it is used, that is to clean up the that is the work done from the connected callback, because in the connected callback we are inserting the data. In the disconnected callback we are flushing off that data. So I hope you understood all these callbacks. So thanks for watching, and do subscribe to the channel. So one thing more I'm having. So those of you who are who have a bit understanding about these callbacks, I have a question for you all, and for the newbies, you could also try and comment down below. Which callback is called first? Either it is rendered or it is callback. Which is called first? So I need your answers in the comment box. So I would be meeting you in the next video. Till then, happy coding, guys.